So why would you want to know what's in my Techwear travel bag? Maybe you're into Techwear, maybe you're into traveling, or maybe you're just a tiny bit nosy. So the bag I have with me is the Bobby backpack by XC Design, the OG. I've done a couple of videos on this in the past, so I'm not going to go over all the features again, but you can check the other video out if you want to see them. But since it's a anti-theft bag, by which they mean pickpocket proof, it's basically the perfect bag to take with you traveling. Like, it's not 100% pickpocket proof because you can still get robbed. Damn, imagine you go out your way to buy an anti-theft proof bag, yeah? You leave it out your sight for a moment and it gets sucked. Anyway, let's get into what I actually keep in this thing. So first of all, I have this little toiletries bag, as you can see here. They usually hand out bags like this in the airport for your liquids and stuff, but I like doing it beforehand just so I'm prepared and I can just zoom through security. In here I keep my hair clay. This has been my hair clay since day. It's VO5 matte clay if you want to specifically know. It's perfect for medium to short length hair. I've literally had this for like 10 years. I've tried other ones as well. It didn't feel like they were as good as this hair clay, so I always came back to this hair clay. It's perfect, it's malleable, yeah, legit. Next we got some face cream. Obviously man's got to keep his face moisturized and that. This is just a random one I bought like ages ago. It has tea tree and eucalyptus, so I know it had at least something decent inside it. I've been getting more into skincare recently, so keep an eye out for a follow-up video sometime in the future. It's pretty solid, it does the job. Next is some beard oil. This is from Got2b. It has argan oil inside, so it's not too oily. It's actually water-based, so it doesn't give that oily look. It just keeps it nice and hydrated. I almost ran out of this, so I'm gonna have to be replacing this very soon. Next we got some lip balm to go with the other cosmetics. This is literally just a random one I got from somewhere. Does the job. It's better than Vaseline. Vaseline, I don't know, I feel like it dries your lips out. This one, it's actual lip balm. It does what it says on the tin. It's not in the tin. You know what I mean. But therefore get one of these because you can't be moving around the world with crusty lips. Next we got my toothbrush. This is a nice foldable one, so it's nice and portable. Handle's pretty chunky, but it's alright. Really thick. Bristles are really hard in this one, but yeah, it's just one from Boots. Usually if you do go to hotels or whatever, they do give you toothpaste, so I don't usually bring that. But if I know I'm not staying at a hotel, if I know there's no shops by, then I'll bring that anyway. But usually I don't, I just stick with the toothbrush. Last thing in the toiletries bag, a must, perfume. This is my Mont Blanc, called Mont Blanc Individual. As you can see, I'm almost running out of this as well. Nice and fresh. Oh, madness. Obviously when you're traveling, you might get a bit hot and bothered, a bit sweaty, so this is perfect to keep you feeling just fresh, and it's perfect for like summery hot places. And that's pretty much it for the toiletries bag. So next we just got some general stuff. On the zip pocket on the side, I got pack of tissues. This is just one you get in a multi-pack. I suffer from hay fever, so I always want to be prepared just in case my sinuses just go haywire. Especially if you're traveling somewhere in the summertime where there's a lot of grass and trees and stuff, which leads us on to the next item, which is inside one of the zip pockets. Medication, more specifically hay fever medication. This is the Go hay fever medication, yeah? Fexofenadine, solid, always sorts me out nicely. On my last trip I actually needed this, and my friend also has hay fever, didn't have any with him yet, so I was okay because I had this, but he was suffering, so I was like, you know what, let me give him some of mine. We had just enough to share between us for the whole trip, so yeah, it was really beneficial bringing a lot with you. I sometimes take some paracetamol as well, but sometimes don't, really depends. But you can get paracetamol abroad anyway usually, so it's not that deep for that. Next we got some sunglasses. These are some Armani shades which I got from New York. They were kind of pricey, but it's always worth getting something authentic so you know that you're getting that UV protection. Oh, the cleaner's still in here as well, I didn't even notice. Next on the side I keep an umbrella. See, I live in London, so you never know when you need the umbrella. This is some nice one I bought online. It's not too big, not too small. It has vents as well. Not gonna open it here, but you can see the vents on top. So when a big gust of wind comes, you don't just fly away. And it has just a normal handle instead of like a hook-shaped handle, which is perfect because it would take up too much space in my bag. So this is decent size handle as well. Next, at the pouch at the back, I keep some moolah. Obviously, you can't travel without having some money. I keep some on my person and some in my bag because you never know if you might lose one or the other. At least you'll still have some left over in the other place. I don't have a fancy money clip or anything. I just literally have this little thingy here. I chop them up. Why is my computer turning on? Bro, what's Windows doing? I swear, whenever Windows have an update, my computer randomly turns on. I think that's the secret way of getting your computer to update. Literally, yeah, this thing just wakes up and it begins that countdown saying, you're doing an update now, you're going to cancel, or update happening automatically in this amount of time. And if you're not even home, it's just going to update. And yeah, bro, they're bare sneaky, fam. What was I saying? Money. One more. Yo, it just turned on again. Bruh, look at this thing, man. It's just legit, it's just turning on for no reason. Look at this. I'm literally just putting it back to sleep as soon. I don't care. I'm not updating. Sorry about that. I was rudely interrupted by Microsoft. One more tip I wanted to give you guys is if you are going to another country, get your money exchanged before you get to the airport, because even though the airport might have similar exchange rates, they charge you for the exchange like so much, it's not even worth it. You might as well get exchanged somewhere locally like a few days before something. It's definitely worth it. Next thing I have is my planner and ballpoint pen. This is just an A6 lined notebook. I like to have it with me so I can jot down stuff, draw stuff, whatever. You never know when you have a spontaneous idea and you want to write it down or draw it out. I kind of prefer it over the phone, even though I use my phone sometimes, but I like doing it in here as well. I am a bit artistic as well, so I like drawing little diagrams and whatnot and this and that as well. Next we have in the back pocket again, my passport. Obviously I have a British passport because I was born in Ends. Yeah, shout out to the man them. So lastly we have some electronics. I've got some plug converters. Obviously nothing's worse than going to a different country, running low on battery and all your electronics and then not being able to charge them. So I always have a couple at least to take with me just in case someone else needs to use it as well. One thing I always use this with is the next item, which is hairdryer. I got this nice foldable one, so it's perfect to put in your bag if you're traveling. It has quite a few heat settings to use as well, so it's really good. So just to get that volume in the quiff, you got to use that hairdryer. Next I got a power bank. So one of the features of the Joby backpack itself is that you can plug your portable charger inside and leave it like outside the bag, and you can charge your phone while having your bag on you, if that makes sense. There's basically a socket here. You just plug a USB cable in and you can charge your phone with it while having this thing in your bag instead of putting it in your pocket or something. It's really handy. Usually when I'm on the plane, I like to watch shows and movies and stuff on my phone, so sometimes I even take this out of my bag, just plug it into my phone and watch movies in max brightness. Very nice. Next we got a spare set of headphones. Nothing is worse when you're traveling and your headphone gives out. Like I had one instance where I was traveling somewhere and one of the sides of my headphone wasn't working. It felt so weird. I literally only use these apple shaped headphones because the shape is really comfortable for my ears. The other like suction cup shaped ones I don't really like as much, to be honest. They're already pretty pricey, so I don't want to like go to another country and then maybe end up paying even more for like a genuine pair. So yeah, that's basically why I have this backup here. Next, sort of similar to the previous thing, is a backup phone. Oh, okay. Yeah, this looks so dodgy, innit? But yeah, imagine you're somewhere, your phone gets wet, or just your phone just gets lost, it gets robbed, it just dies on you, something, and you need to make a call somewhere, you need to call someone to pick you up from the airport on the way back. Anything, yeah, even Google Maps. I like having a little backup. Obviously, if you're traveling with friends, you can just use theirs, but this is like just in case. The BlackBerry is outdated, so I'd recommend getting a smartphone, but yeah, just have like an extra SIM in here with your contacts. And yeah, you will be stress free if you ever lose your phone. Okay, so this last one is something I don't bring all the time, but it's my camera. I'm filming with it right now. Can you see yourself? Yeah, right there. There you go. Yeah. I've got the Olympus OMD EM5 Mark II, and I got some lenses for it as well, which I can actually show you. Right now on it I got 17mm 1.8. I also got a 50mm 1.8. I got this lens cap thingy. I got this 14 to 42mm pancake lens, f3.5. I don't use this as much, but yeah, I still have this as well in case I want to zoom somewhere. Obviously this just acts as my carry-on bag. All my clothes and stuff I have in a separate suitcase. I like having all this stuff with, like, usually with me. Of course, my phone, my wallet, my headphones I keep in my pockets, I don't keep in here. I guess if I was going on a day trip and I didn't want to bring my suitcase, I'd take all the camera stuff out and leave all like some extra clothes in here and just take my backpack and leave my suitcase at yard. Obviously when you are going on a plane, double check what you are allowed to bring with you. Obviously every airline has slightly different regulations and stuff, so check which one you take. I think the last airline I used was EasyJet. Went to Austria. The halal food was a bit dead, but it's a very nice, beautiful country. I took a few Insta pics as well if you want to check them out, and that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed. Damn you, Microsoft.